Hey everyone, great to be back with you again. I can see that people are already taking action, the stuff in my in tray. In fact, one thing I wanted to show you right now, this is Daniel, he's working on the restaurant app up on your screen now. You're going to see his wireframe that we talked about in the last module, and he's been actually actioning that and worked out his features and got that all done. So let that be a bit of inspiration for you, totally doable from normal people. I can tell that he's going to smash this app in the next 4 weeks because he knows what he's working on. He's taken the time to say, I'm going to scope it, this is what I'm going to do, it's achievable in 4 weeks, I'm going to ship it. And how great is it going to feel like that? And that can be you. So why don't I encourage you, if you haven't yet done your wireframe, do that right now. Just set the time for 90 seconds and just smash it out, and then smash out your 4 features that you're going to work on, or whatever they are, and then know that you now have a rough plan. Okay, so today on the show I just wanted to talk about habits, because I am a huge habit fan. I just want to tell you a story. Like, imagine you had to swim across a giant lake, okay? So maybe it's like an hour of swimming, maybe it's like, several kilometers or miles of swimming, and you had to swim across that lake. And imagine you approached it like this, that every time you did 4 strokes, you'd look up and see if you're on track. And then you did 4 more strokes, and then you looked up and see if you're on track. You would burn so much energy, right? You'd burn tons of energy. Imagine next to you there was someone who was just concentrating on stroking really strong and breathing really smooth. All they were doing is stroking and breathing and stroking and breathing and stroking and breathing. And then maybe every 15 minutes, they take a breather and just have a look up to see where they are and do some course correction based on the current. Now that's the difference between having rock solid habits and being completely goal oriented. If you've sort of traditionally been a completely goal oriented person where you're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You burn like just tons and tons and tons of energy on the process itself, okay? So I want to encourage you for this little hobby project, just think habits, just think I'm going to do the right things every day, and my goals are going to come to me. It's going to be the reverse, okay? I'm not going to go to my goals are actually going to come to me, because I'm just going to be focused on doing the right thing every day. So today I just want to encourage you, if you've never done any work with habits, the first thing you need to think about is what the trigger is going to be for your habit. So when is it that you're going to sit down in your day to do this? 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever it is that you've decided is going to fit with your life and your ambitions. So when is that going to happen in your day? So that can be as simple as saying, like, half an hour I'm going to do in my lunch hour every day, and the trigger is going to be I sit down to eat lunch. So whenever I sit down to eat lunch, I finish my lunch, and then I go into this 30 minutes of coding. I set my clock to give myself a bit of a timer and motivation rundown. But that's basically how the habit system works. So you do the trigger, the thing that's going to spark it off, then you do the ritual, which is your 30 minutes or your 15 minutes or your hour or whatever it is, and then you do the reward. So you need to say to yourself at the end of that, you need to congratulate, high five yourself, say something nice to yourself, shout yourself a coffee, make one at home, whatever it is that is going to reward that behavior that makes sure that that thing starts getting burnt into you. And you go, well, does it take 4 weeks to do a habit, or does it take 6 weeks, or how many days? Who cares how many days? Just do the right thing every day for the next month, and you will get this project over the line. Okay, so let me just address one thing though. There are days when you go to sit down, you've got your trigger, it's your lunchtime. Okay, that's my trigger. So I've eaten my lunch. Now I'm just really not feeling it. The last thing I want to do is to do some work on this project. It's not that I don't know what to do. I've got my lists and my wireframe. It's just I'm really not feeling it. Well, can I encourage you on a simple brain hack? When you get the feeling that it's just not feeling it, it typically means that somewhere inside your head rattling around is the thought that the bar is simply too high. So what I want you to do, when those days come, when you're just really not feeling it, I want you to lower the bar right down. So you're not going to tackle the whole feature that day. All you're going to do is one thing. I'm going to update the source code formatting on one file, or I'm going to add something to the README on those days. So something that takes like less than 30 seconds to do, but it's going to be a commit and move forward to make sure that every day you're making forward momentum. So this is a super great idea. There's a great book about this called Mini Habits by Stephen Guise. I'll put a link in that somewhere in the show notes. But it really just unpacks that idea that he would do 1 push-up each day as part of his fitness hack. And I did that before when I was brushing my teeth. I really wanted to get into flossing. I said I will floss 1 tooth. But here's the thing, when you're busy flossing 1 tooth, you're like, well, I'm here now, I might as well do the rest. Same with coding. You've opened up the editor, you've made the changes. It's like, while I'm here, why don't I just do a little bit of work? So a brain hack is, I'm going to make the tiniest change. I'm going to update the README or something like that. So do something like that, and then you can get yourself out of that feeling that I'm not moving forward, okay? All right, guys, it is time to buckle down. Why don't you just create your project right now, commit it to GitHub or Bitbucket or whatever you do for source control, or just create it on your local C drive or whatever it is that you're doing. So let's do that. Let's take action on that. If you've just joined this series today, this is part of a whole longer series on 30 days to your get your hobby project shipped. So I encourage you to sign up to the newsletter, which is in a link below, which will get you some Monday morning encouragement to keep this moving forward, and to check out the whole playlist that this series is a part of. Awesome stuff, team. Just why don't you put in the comments below just what time of day that you're going to be is going to be your trigger. Is it going to be when you come back from your run? Is it going to be when you sit down, when you get up in the morning? Is it going to be when you go to lunch? When you get home at the end of the day? When the kids go to bed? Let me know your trigger in the comments below, because I just think it will give other people some inspiration on how they can make this fit into their life as well. You guys are special, and you are going to smash this month. I just can't wait to see these projects firing. Look forward to hanging out tomorrow.